Welcome back to the channel, and after a long hiatus, we are officially back with more College Football 26 content. I know it's been a long time, but today's video is a video I've been wanting to make for a while, and today we're going to discuss all of the old features that have made an appearance into at least one college football game in the last 20-something years, and that I think should return to next year's game in College Football 27. And all of these things should be legally allowed to be done nowadays. Sorry, Create a Sign, we're probably never seeing that feature again. So I hope you all enjoyed today's video, and let me know in the comments what features you all miss the most from the old college football games. Also, before you leave today, be sure to leave a like and consider subscribing, as that is the best way to support the channel as we near in on 5,000 subscribers. The first feature I want to start with is one that I have seen requested a ton in the past 2 years, and that is the ESPN Classics feature we used to have back as recently as NCAA 14. While this feature is just a small calculation and ultimately not going to prevent most people from enjoying the game, it does suck to see it not be in the newer iterations of the game. It was always a fun thing to take a look back at some of the craziest games later into your Dynasty runs and kind of see how those things panned out. Even if the branding changed or there was no branding at all, I'm positive the fan base would be thrilled to see the return of this feature. This next one will probably be the most influential and for people buying the game. One of the most memorable and fun parts of any Saturday is the stuff that takes place before the games even play out on the field, and that is the college game day environment that we see every week. While branding and likeness is all the rage nowadays, and it may be impossible to get all the broadcasters in the game right off the bat, even having a smaller 2 to 3 person desk with some people already announcing the games would be an awesome feature. Especially with Big Noon Kickoff coming into the scene a few years back, it would be great to see both of these in the game down the line. But with College Football 27, it would be awesome to just have something before each week discussing big games and recent events to break up the monotonous of the game intros that we see every single time we play a game in Dynasty mode. Another feature that most people may not consider a deal breaker would be the return of newsletters recapping some of the most important events of the past week. Whether it's big games, recent commitments, or even hot seat talk, it would be cool to have it all in one place so I don't have to scavenge for the info through 7 different menus. EA tries to do something like this already with the highlights of the week on the home screen, but having a dedicated pop-up or page would be great for this feature. The fourth feature I would love to see would be some RPG elements added. With Madden adding storylines into the franchise mode in recent years, most people may be turned off by this idea at face value, but rather than having pre-programmed events happen in the game, I was more discussing the return of player discipline. This feature could include a grade point average system similar to Road to Glory, or have a system that has off-the-field issues pop up from time to time. Of course, this should have a slider to turn off and on for those who don't want to play with it, but for those people who enjoy the old NCAA 06 days, this will be a great feature to see once again. One of my favorite memories as a kid was playing NCAA 06 and 07 with the first iterations of Road to Glory and gearing up for the Oklahoma drills to improve your player. Having this added would be awesome not only for Road to Glory, but adding mini games like we already see in Madden would be a great way to break up the season and to earn a little bit of XP as you head into the off seasons. Along with this feature, having spring games would also be a great way to see your team before your first games, especially with the involvement of transfer portals and how many new players you get a season. It would just be a great improvement to kind of just see how your teams change year over year before you get into big games. And also, it's such a big proponent of real life college football, it's kind of wild to not see it in the current iterations of college football. Another feature that I am very surprised has yet to make a return is the introduction of historic teams. With College Ultimate Team being one of the 3 main game modes, and that includes all of these historic players, it's a disappointment to not be able to play with Lamar Jackson or Johnny Football during their Heisman campaigns, especially since we missed out on all the great players in the late 2010s and early 2020s. While I would love an Eras feature to be included into the Dynasty experience, I would settle for at least a Play Now version of this in College Football 27. Back in the day, we had great things like regional conferences in college sports, the triple option, and Team Builder built right into the game. With games like MLB The Show and NBA 2K having ways to create stadiums and teams right inside your console and no need for a computer, it is about time EA Sports gets on board. While there are a plethora of other improvements the Team Builder feature needs, I'm sure many of the community would give EA a pass for a year if they included the ability to create a team right within the game on your console and not have to go find a computer to do so. In the past 2 years, one of the biggest things I have noticed in the college football video games is that I feel just really disconnected from my coach in the game. And it almost makes me feel more like a GM than a real college football coach. And a way to improve this, in my opinion, is to create an office similar to the old dorms we had in Road to Glory that can display all of your trophies rather than just a screen or a menu that we see currently. Being able to visualize all your accomplishments in one place and not just your most recent would be a vast improvement to the current model that we have now. Even if we don't get a full fledged office, it would still be nice to have a physical trophy room. And lastly, EA needs to bring back the mascot game. While this was just a fun way to kill 20 minutes, it was always a cool option to have, especially with the way NIL is allocated in the game. It would be awesome if we could play with their team mascots in the mascot mode, and that could rake in more money for the specific university. And with that, those are my 9 different things that we need to bring back from the old college football games into college football 27. Let me know in the comments what you all think, what you all like, what you dislike, what you all would bring back, or what your number one option would be. For me, I think the historic teams would be probably the best thing that EA could add for next year. I know we're all different. I know we all have different opinions. So let me know down below. I appreciate y'all tuning in. I hope you enjoyed it. And as always, I'll catch you all in the next one.